want to talk about two things here now. One is perspective, because where I am, literally, I'm on top of Dartmoor on one of the highest tours, like outcrops, and it makes me feel small that Dartmoor and these tours are just massive, and they've been here for so long. And it helps give me a little bit of perspective, the fact that my life is just a speck, not even a speck, a molecule in time and existence, and just the all breadth of taking in this landscape is just breathtaking. It's just wow, it's just amazing. I can't find the words for it. Ineffable. So perspective is really, really important, but it's not easy to come by. I've struggled to find perspective. I've struggled to appreciate the fact that multiple times I've been in relationships where I thought I was the king of the castle, and I had everything. I had the mortgage, the house, the beautiful village, the children, a car, a good job. I had everything, and a dutiful wife, partner. And so I thought I had everything. And then life happens, people change, and very quickly it feels like a trap, and you feel like you've got nowhere to go and there's no way out, and you sort of put it all on yourself, and you beat yourself up, and you rip yourself apart, and then you don't know where to go, and you start thinking some really dark thoughts, and you go into a dark place, sometimes for quite a while. And somebody said to me recently that sadness is just lack of perceived options. That resonated with me for a bit, and I ruminated on it, and I thought, that's interesting, because lack of perceived options is kind of like a lack of education of what is possible, and just the idea of going through some difficult, challenging times to come out the other side and get your life back and rebuild yourself, enjoying the fact that you're alive, and just looking at this landscape where I am now. It's amazing. Let me show you around. Look, it's just absolutely fantastic. All right, I'm going straight to the rocks first, and we're not level right now here. But look at this view. Look how minuscule I feel in comparison. It's just epic. My stand is not very straight. I apologise. What can you do, eh? It's nature. I'm up here on Dartmoor, so you go with it. It's the only place I can find out of the wind for a few moments. So that's the first thing, really, is perspective. That is my life. And whether I make good decisions, bad decisions, whether I was right or wrong, it's still my life, and I have to embrace it and try and make the most out of it. Not say throw everything away. I'm not saying that, you shouldn't go through the hard times and the challenging times, but sometimes it's not worth killing yourself over. Because let's face it, we've all had some really dark, shitty times in our relationships and being on our own. We all have those dark times, us men. And our life is so precious. There's so many more positive, happy things out there. And sometimes I'm in bed and I think, I had a great memory with this person. We did this and we did that. But it felt like to me that I only have memories from the last sort of 2 years. And if I think back about previous relationships, they really dissolved into a handful of relationships. Then if I think back even further to a previous relationship, like my first wife, even further, 20 years ago, 25 years ago, I just got a few, very small few amazing memories. And so with each step forward, those previous memories become diluted because you're making more memories, more exciting, happy, fun times. Which brings me on to my next point. And my next point is about finding who you are, or not finding who you are, but just enjoying your life, doing something. I never liked walking 5 years ago, 2 years ago. I was like, let's run. If you want to go somewhere, run. You know, I didn't like walking at all. But now I love walking. It's for me, it's number one, it's the easiest exercise I can do. Because I'm not going to go to the gym and be all sweaty and lift weights. You know? That's not who I am. So I know I need to do some exercise. And you guys know I go to yoga. And so I want to stay flexible and I want to stay healthy. I want to stay, I want to build up my lungs as well as my body. And exercise is a real key, fundamental part of keeping your body and your life enjoyable. Because if you haven't got your health, if you're hugely obese and then you become single and then life starts feeling really shit, it's a really big uphill struggle to get your life back on track and to really find those happy, enjoyable times in life. So getting out and walking now in different places gives me new memories, gives me new happy, fun times. Now, I'm just going to share this between you and I, but becoming friends with yourself is kind of weird. You have to step into this crazy zone, where you talk to yourself all the time and where you start laughing at your own jokes and giggling, and then you start having this whole little world. And I thought to myself, that's exactly what my teenage daughter said to me once, that her world is amazing. And she was into art and creativity. And I thought, yeah, people that live on their own and that are by themselves do enjoy their own company, maybe partially because they're crazy. And maybe I'm starting to be more crazy. Maybe I'm going a bit delusional and off the rails. But, if you can't have fun with yourself, who can you have fun with? So, yeah, I don't know if I'm finding myself or I'm just getting out and doing stuff. And actually, I've had better interactions and conversations with people I've met outside on walks. I've joined a few walking groups and we have some really interesting conversations. It's very natural, it's very relaxed or organic, whatever you want to call it. And it's like just hanging out with a friend. If something happens in the future, then great. If not, then you're just having a nice time going for a walk out with some friends. So that's where I am at the moment. I'm starting to enjoy my life and enjoying who I am. And I want to share that with you because I know you guys have been through similar shit that I've been through. Sorry, I don't want to swear on here. You guys have been through some similar challenging, sticky situations and tough times. And it's hard. We don't talk to each other that much, men. We defend each other behind our backs, but to our faces we're a little bit roughy-tufty. So, that's who we are. So I'm trying to elevate myself, not just physically, mentally, but I'm also trying to build a business as well and start from the bottom. And I'll let you into another secret. I don't like paying council tax and water rates and gas and electric. And so some of you might know I've been living in a camper van. But next, I'm going to live in a bus, a double-decker bus. How cool is that going to be? Yeah. So you might have some questions about that in the future. You might want to stick around and see how that goes and where I end up parking it and driving it and things like that. But that's the next step. Hopefully by the end of the year. All right, that's it for me today. Like I said, enjoying being crazy, being yourself, being you, and getting comfortable with your head. And the other thing is perspective. All right, just taking a look around. Let's have another quick look. All right, let's just have another quick look at where we are right now. On top of Dartmoor, in the middle of Devon, I suppose we are. Devon. I can hear a dog in the distance. All right, that's it for me for today. Let's tighten that. If you get any value from this, please subscribe and give it a like. I've also got a Patreon page. No, not Patreon. What are we? buymeacoffee.com. Second Class Hobos, buymeacoffee.com. I'll try and put a link to it in the bottom. But I'm struggling financially, hence why I live in a van. Hopefully not forever. Hopefully not forever. Anyway, I love you guys. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.